Hello, today we will discuss about seminiferous tubules, the structure of seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule. What is seminiferous tubule? It is a structural and functional unit of testes. It is a structural and functional unit of testes. Structural and functional unit of testes, and it has a diameter of about 0.12 to 3 0.12 to 3 mm. Length about 70 to 80 centimeter. Length about 70 to 80 centimeter. Now we discuss structure of, this is the general detail of the seminiferous tubule. Now we discuss structure of the seminiferous tubule. Structure. There are three types of the cells. One, germ cell. This is smaller and cuboidal. Germ cell. It is smaller and cuboidal. Second, this large cell, this pyramidal cell is Sertoli cell. This is Sertoli cell. It appears large pyramidal Sertoli cells. It appears large pyramidal. Large pyramidal cell or irregular columnar and outside of the seminiferous tubule the space is called interstitium. In this space cells of leading are present, but other substances are also present. Other substances, they are immunological competent cells, fibroblasts and fibroblasts are also present in this interstitial space are also present in this interstitial space. ये interstitial space है, this is interstitial space. Now we discuss detailed structure of these type of cells. They are spermatogenic cells. They are spermatogenic cells. They give rise sperms or spermatozoan. They give rise spermatozoan. In between these spermatogenic cells, Sertoli cells are found. These Sertoli cells have microvilli on free surface. They have microvilli on free surface and newly formed sperms detach from these spermatogenic cells and they embedded in Sertoli cells and get nourishment from this Sertoli cell. This is Sertoli cell. This is Sertoli cell. They are spermatogenic cells, first, second, third and fourth. They are spermatogenic cells. First is spermatogonia. This is also referred as germ cell. Spermatogonia. Second is primary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte. And third is secondary spermatocyte. Secondary spermatocyte. Third is secondary spermatocyte and this is spermated. They are spermatozoan or sperm. They are spermatozoan or sperm. They take nourishment from Sertoli cells. And there are many functions of the Sertoli cell. First of all, we discuss functions of Sertoli cell. First of all, we discuss this is Sertoli cell. This is Sertoli cell. First, we discuss function of Sertoli cell. First, functions of Sertoli cells. Functions of Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells. The prime function of the Sertoli cell is to provide nutrition, nourishment to developing spermatozoan or sperm. So they are also called nurse cells. They are also called nurse cells and also called sustentacular cell. Sustentacular cell. And the prime function of the Sertoli cell is to provide nourishment to developing sperm. First function. Prime function of the Sertoli cell is to provide nourishment to developing sperm. Nourishment to developing sperm. Some other functions are also important. They are secretion of hormones. Secretion of hormones at least two hormones are released by Sertoli cells. They are number one, inhibin. Inhibin, very important hormone. It is also secreted in female body. It is also secreted by gangliosa cells, also secreted by corpus luteum, but in male it is secreted by Sertoli cell, and this hormone has negative effect on FSH. It inhibits secretion of 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 FSH. And the second hormone which comes from Sertoli cell is AMH. Very important hormone. AMH. Anti-Mullerian hormone. Anti-Mullerian hormone. AMH. Anti-Mullerian hormone. What is anti-Mullerian hormone? What is anti-Mullerian hormone? Anti-Mullerian hormone. This hormone, basically there are two types of the glands in both male and female embryos. They are Mullerian duct and Wolffian duct. Female reproductive ducts are developed from Mullerian duct, but in male Mullerian duct has no function and it is regressed by, it is degenerated by AMH. It causes regression of Mullerian duct in embryo. Mullerian duct, it causes regression of Mullerian duct in embryo. But it is very interesting that in male embryo, but it is very interesting that this anti-Mullerian hormone is also secreted by gangliosa cell in females. Anti-Mullerian hormone, it is also secreted in female by gangliosa cell. So this hormone is very important. Regression of Mullerian duct in female. And the third function of the seminiferous tubule is secretion of protein ABP. Protein ABP or TBP. Androgen binding or testosterone androgen or testosterone binding protein. Androgen or testosterone binding protein. You know that all hormones are secreted in blood, are released in blood, but testosterone needs concentration in testes. Then this hormone ABP, this protein ABP or TBP, it binds with the testosterone and maintains concentration of testosterone in testes. It binds with testosterone. It binds with testosterone. It binds with testosterone. It binds with testosterone and makes its concentration, makes its concentration higher in testes. Concentration higher in testes. Another function of Sertoli cell is is secretion of enzyme aromatase. Very interesting hormone, very interesting enzyme, aromatase. This aromatase enzyme converts androgens into estrogens. It is very important step in steroidogenesis, in steroid formation, in synthesis of steroid. Aromatase, it converts estrogens into estrogens. You know that in female body estrogens come from ovarian follicles, and after menopause, in a postmenopausal woman, there will no ovarian follicle remain in ovaries. Then what? Then level of a little amount of estrogen is formed by this process, aromatization. And the next function of the Sertoli cell is the formation of blood testis barrier, BTB, blood testis barrier. What is the function of this barrier? Actually, this barrier prevents immune response against sperm. This is very important barrier which prevents immune response against it prevents immune response against sperm. This barrier, BTB. So Sertoli cell has resemblance with the astrocyte of the brain, because in brain astrocyte forms blood-brain barrier, BBB. So it has some resemblance with astrocytes of the brain, urobiliar cells. Now these are total functions of Sertoli cell. First, they form, and secretion of hormone, nourishment to developing sperm, secretion of hormone inhibin, which inhibits only FSH, secretion of AMH, secretion of protein ABP, secretion of enzyme aromatase, formation of BTB, blood testis barrier. Now we discuss interstitial cells of Leydig. Interstitial cells of Leydig. Actually, they are target cell of hormone ICSH. They are target cells. Of hormone ICSH. Interstitial cell stimulating hormone ICSH. They are target cells of hormone ICH, and they are polygonal cells. And under stimulation of hormone ICH, they secrete androgens. And the prime androgen is testosterone. Prime androgen is testosterone. Androgens means male sex hormones. And the prime male sex hormone is testosterone. Androgens is a group of many steroids, and the prime steroid is testosterone. Now we discuss the function of testosterone. functions of testosterone. Testosterone. The first and the most important function of the testosterone is spermatogenesis. 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 Spermatogenesis along with FSH. Along with FSH. There are two hormones which are directly involved in the process of spermatogenesis. They are FSH and testosterone. LH or ICSH has indirect role in the process of this spermatogenesis. In other organs like prostate gland, like seminal vesicle, in different organs, this testosterone is converted into dihydroandrosterone. In presence of enzyme 5-alpha reductase. In other organs like prostate, seminal vesicle, different organs. Seminal vesicle, prostate, etc. It also plays some other roles like male puberty, development of male secondary sex characters, like body hair, facial hair, wide shoulder, deep and heavy voice. There are many secondary sex characters. And testosterone, it is also responsible for male sexual behavior and libido. Male sexual behavior and libido. Male sexual behavior and libido. हो गया.